Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. When I was on vacation in Taiwan, I found that I had a much better handle on my eating habits. I'm a recovering binge eater. And part of the reason, there are a few other reasons, but part of the reason why I had such a good handle on my eating hygiene is that I would just eat when it made sense for me to do so, right? I wasn't working anywhere. I wasn't really having a whole lot of commitments. And so if it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I wasn't hungry. Oh, wait, right? If it's 4 and I'm not hungry, I'll keep going on my fast, right? Now, I'm a professor at a local community college. In the past, what would happen is that I wouldn't be hungry, but I got a big assignment coming up, right? I might have 4 hours, 6 hours of teaching, and I'm not technically supposed to eat in the classroom. And it creates a little bit of a dilemma, right? I might not be hungry at the moment, but here's the thing. The students can get the best out of me when my eating hygiene is the best that it can be. So I'm not going to worry about eating in the classroom. I'll do it if it makes sense for my body. And here's the thing. I think it's wrong for the school or any other workplace to regulate where and when you can eat, unless there's a real good reason, right? If you're working with dangerous chemicals, right? Toxic chemicals, radioisotopes, if you're doing something where distraction can be really bad, right? If you're a truck driver, a pilot, or you're working with machinery, right? Unless you're doing any of that, I really don't think it's right for the workplace to regulate where and when you can eat. Let me give you an example. How would you feel if your workplace regulated other aspects of your health in the workplace? Imagine you couldn't bring your eyeglasses or your hearing aids into the classroom. You couldn't take asthma medication, or I had a coworker who was a type 1 diabetic. Imagine the workplace banned insulin in the entire office, right? That would be really socially unacceptable anywhere in the developed world, right? You gotta realize, to some people, food is kind of like that, especially specialized food that they need to eat is kind of like that, right? I um i don't like how various venues don't allow you to bring outside food, because can you imagine a movie theater not allowing you to bring any of those other medical devices that I just mentioned, unless there's a good reason for it, right? If you're working with something, I'm trying to think where would be a good example. I can kind of see where you might not be able to put on your eyeglasses if it's going to interfere with other PPE that you're trying to wear, right? If you're working with something like that, yeah, you probably would have to find another solution. But short of that, there's no other workplace that could sanely say that you can't bring your eyeglasses in here, right? It would go against all sorts of social norms, right? Now you might say, well, these businesses need to sell their food. I got an answer to that. If they really need to do business selling food, they need to sell something that people will actually willingly want to buy, right? And so if somebody can't eat something at the movie theater and they bring something else, oh, is the movie theater really losing? They can't eat what's there. The alternative is that they just won't be able to come in here, right? Is that really what you want, right? All right, thought I would point out. Now, when I was in Taiwan, people were much more relaxed with workplace regulations, right? People ate in, I would go to a 7-Eleven, go to a movie theater, and people would eat behind the desk, and it was no big deal, right? A lot of times people forget, when you follow the rules, yeah, you might look a little bit more professional, but you also set the bar that much higher for all of your colleagues and all of your peers. And so uh, it might just be better off. It's kind of like an arms race, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.